Cheers.
We're here at the Garett today having cocktails with Grey's Anatomy darling, Jerrika Hinton. You're darling. I mean, look at you. You've got a whole darling look going on right now.
Thank you. I am pretty.
You are. Look at you. How's your day going?
My day is going well. It's been a packed day.
Yeah.
Started at 6 in the morning.
Damn, does not look like that at all.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I hold up well.
Yeah. You're quite the fashionista, I feel like.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I have a very specific vibe that I know works for me, and I try to lean into that.
Yeah. What's the style like? What's the inspiration?
You had another phrase that popped in my head?
Yeah.
Blood-soaked goddess.
Okay.
That's what inspires me. Is that terrible to say?
No, it sounds a little Alexander McQueen-like. That's scary at all.
I'm into that.
Sounds sexy. I like it.
Blood-soaked goddess mixed with hippie girl.
Okay.
Does that work together?
I mean, yeah, you have to balance. It's all about balance, you know? So let's talk some Greys. So you came onto the show. You were up first on Scandal.
I was.
And there's a link there between Grey's Anatomy and Scandal.
Indeed.
So they kind of discovered you.
Yeah, they discovered me there. Yeah, Shonda, apparently that one scene on Scandal was so incredibly popular that they brought me into the Greys fold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, now look at that.
I know.
It's pretty awesome.
It was like winning the lottery.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So tell me about the experience on Greys. What's that like?
It has been a roller coaster. The first year I was simply a recurring character, and so I had no idea that I was even that it was even an option that I could stay on beyond that point.
Yeah.
And the longer you stick around, the more optimistic you get about those possibilities. And so now it's been 3 years, and I've learned so much about myself, about the business, about how to work in a place like that every single day.
How to conduct surgeries?
How to conduct surgeries? Yeah, man, that's the scalpel.
Yeah, where's that? Excuse me. So yes, let's talk about, I mean, the most, I feel like, groundbreaking thing that's happening on the show right now. McDreamy is no longer there.
It's ballsy, and I know fans are still experiencing shockwaves from it, as well they should. But man, in some strange way, I just kind of want to say, like, kudos to the show for being that bold. Yeah. Because I don't think that's a step that many shows would take.
I mean, there was some strong reactions to that. Really strong. I mean, there was a video circling, I think it went viral, of this girlfriend hysterically crying and her boyfriend's just filming her. And she's like, leave me alone, I'm trying to get into this right now.
I never saw that. Really?
You need to Google that later.
I don't know. That might make me scared.
Yeah, it's a sad thing, but I mean, the series is going strong.
Shonda created an empire. Grey's is kind of what started it all. Hashtag TGIT.
What's so awesome about you is you're not only a terrific actress, you're also behind the camera too.
I have a background in writing and directing, and this year I've taken on producing in a bigger way. I'm producing an indie film called Solace, and it's written by a lovely, lovely woman named Chika Omawale. And it's about this young girl who's grieving the death of her father, and through that process she starts to develop these really unhealthy coping mechanisms. And it's this final summer before things really change permanently for her the rest of her life, and trying to figure out how to make sense of that all with this whirlwind inside her.
Wow. What inspires that?
She made a short version of it 5 years ago. And I immediately fell in love with it. It was screening at a festival where a short film that I had written and produced was also at. And so that's when I first saw it, immediately fell in love with it, and years later we got in touch. She told me she was making it into a feature, and I said, I'm automatically on board.
How do you balance all of this?
It's a balancing act. I don't know how I do it. It's just that it's done.
What are some of your inspirations that get you through the day?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, I get to work with one of my greatest inspirations, Debbie Allen. She does so much and has been in the business for so long. She's one of those true artists.
So what things haven't you done yet that you really want to accomplish?
I want to be a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my god, me too. Please. Oh my god. Extravaganza realness anytime.
Right? Oh my god.
Best show on television. Awesome.
I want to do a massive karaoke. Do you know if I could lip sync for my life?
What song would it be?
I can perform the hell out of Proud Mary, okay? But do I want to lip sync it?
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. I haven't thought about the difference.
You're gonna have to like do a mounting split. I feel like to stick around.
Oh, easily.
You stay.
Done.
That's it.
Done. On roller skates. There's photographic evidence online of
we
that.
have to get this to RuPaul.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Call me.
So what else is going on? What's for the future now?
For the summer, you know, I'm rolling into production on Solace. We start filming on June 9th.
Okay.
And we film for 15 days in June, and so there's that. Then after that, a group of us from Grays are going to what's called Grays Con in Paris. And so a bunch of Grays fans have organized this convention, and a lot of us are going there to meet and greet fans and sign autographs and that kind of stuff. And then one of my buddies and I were gonna take that opportunity to have a little European vacation.
Awesome. Where are you gonna go?
Oh, we're just gonna bounce around.
Let's do it. Rent a
This
car.
is the first time I've ever been able to do anything like that in my life. I'm excited.
Well, thank you so much for stopping in. It's been awesome talking to you.
I had fun.
And make sure you check Jerrika out on Grays.
Yay! Cheers.